guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming another writing update. Also in this video I'm going to be answering some of your guys' writing questions from Twitter, and I'm also maybe going to be sharing some songs from my writing playlist. So let's just get started and talk about what I'm doing with my writing at the moment. So right now I'm currently prepping for Camp NaNoWriMo. As I'm filming this, it is the 29th of March. We literally have a couple more days until April is here and upon us, and I have to participate in Camp NaNoWriMo, which is crazy. So let's just quickly talk about what my goal for Camp Nano is, and then I'll kind of talk about everything that I've been doing to prepare for Camp Nano and kind of everything that's been happening in the last month or so. My goal for Camp Nano, I do word goals. With Camp NaNoWriMo you can choose a ton of different kinds of goals, hours, chapters, etc. But I always like to do word goals. So my goal for Camp NaNoWriMo is 20,000 words. So here's the thing. I'm not just writing, like starting to write the whole book in April. What I'm doing is writing the book act by act. So I've outlined Act 1. Now in April I'm going to be writing Act 1. And then I'm going to be outlining Act 2, writing Act 2, etc., etc. So in April I'm going to be tackling Act 1 of my novel Reasons Why Not To. And I'm so excited to do this. So I'm just assuming it's going to be around 20,000 words, which I'm really excited about. I think it's going to be fun. There's 8 chapters planned out. I might split some, I might combine some as I'm writing if it just doesn't feel right. So let's talk about everything that I've been doing to prepare for Camp NaNoWriMo and writing that Act 1, because if you guys have been following along on my writing journey, then you will know that Reasons Why Not To is already written. I wrote draft 1 last year and I was really proud of it, and then I reread it and I was like, this is trash, which everyone thinks about their first draft obviously, but when I read my first draft I was like, oh damn, this is basically an entire rewrite. There are scenes that I'm keeping, lines that I'm going to be just editing, but for the most part this is a complete rewrite, which is really intimidating but also just like really exciting. So I've had to do a lot of prep to get everything ready to rewrite this book. Basically, I reread the entire manuscript like I just mentioned, and I realized that this was more than just needing revisions. This needs a whole rewrite. So I read it and I took notes and everything on what I needed to do. I also made a checklist of everything that I needed to change and fix in draft 2. I made an outline, a very brief outline of the entire book. So by using the Save the Cat beat sheet, I managed to do a brief outline of the entire book. And then, because I'm only focusing on Act 1 in April, I went back to Act 1 once I completed the outline, and I added more detail and I beefed it up, and I tried to just make it as detailed as I possibly could so that when I go into Camp NaNoWriMo in April I can write it as easily as I can. I also ended up rereading Act 1 of draft 1 to kind of just see like what Act 1 was originally and what it's now going to be, which is completely different. I think there's only like maybe like one complete scene that I'm going to be keeping and just editing, but for the most part it's complete rewrite. I'm really happy with my outline now. I don't know how many words it is, but I think it's definitely over 2,000 words for the outline, and I'm really happy with it. I sent my Act 1 outline to Peyton, Julia, and Alyssa, who are kind of all my critique partners at this point. They're my writing buddies. We have a writing group chat on Twitter where we just talk about writing, and they were such a huge help. Julia helped me add some elements to some scenes that just really brought them to life, and I'm so grateful for her help. Peyton helped me create my favorite scene in Act 1, the one I'm most excited to write. It's the introduction to the love interest, and she just gave me like a cute idea and it just blossomed from there. That's the most detailed scene that I have at the moment, and I'm so excited for it. And out of the 3 of them who have read the outline, all of them have said that that's their favorite scene and the one that they're most excited to read, and I have to agree. I cannot wait to write it. I can't wait to read it over. So yeah, so I've done my outline, I reread the book, and I've also done a lot of research on different things such as pansexuality, bisexuality, and whatnot. I'm not doing, okay, here's the thing. I haven't done extensive research. I need to do way more, because I realized while doing research on pansexuality specifically, I misunderstood something that I had read, or I got misinformation from a website, and I realized that I need to be really careful with representing these minorities, and I knew that going into it, but I'm like hyper aware of it now, and so I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm, you know, really honing in on that research, which I hate doing research, but it needs to be done. So I'm going to really try to do my best that I can to get all of the facts straight. I've also done some more character planning, because I realized my characters weren't fully developed. They were developed, but they didn't come across that way on the page, so I've done some things to develop them a bit more. So I've done these things called character dictionaries and character closets. So in everyone's section in my notebook, I didn't bring my notebook with me for some reason, but I have my novel journal, and in each character's little section of the journal, I added a page for a character dictionary where I basically put all of their commonly used words, their favorite words that they use all the time, phrases, stuff like that, and then how they speak, so what they do with their hands when they speak, the gestures they make, their speaking habits, and everything along the lines of that, and just trying to figure out how they speak. And then I gave them a page for their character closets where I talk about what their favorite outfit is, their favorite items in their wardrobe, and then kind of like their overall color palette, what are the most colors that they have in their closet. So that's what I've been doing for every single character. Some of them are not complete. I am having some difficulty with some of theirs, but again, it's something that can be developed as I write. So I am hoping that what I have is enough, but I still have a couple days until NaNoWriMo as I'm filming this, so hopefully I can develop those a bit further. I've also added a new character, so even whilst writing draft 1, I realized that it was unrealistic of me to only have like a couple of employees at the bookstore in my book. There was the owner, which is Gemma, and there was Beckett, and then Lila joins the team at the beginning of the book. So I was like, that's a little unrealistic, so I wanted to add at least one more employee. And so I made a new character. His name is Kellen Taylor, and he's Gemma's best friend. I'm very excited about his character. I fan casted him as Matthew Daddario, and I am living because I'm obsessed with Matthew Daddario, so it's all great. So I'm really excited about his character, and I'm currently in the works of making his character profile and just figuring his whole character out, and I'm having a bit of difficulty with the details, but I'm really excited about him overall. I also added a lot more to my Pinterest boards for all the characters for the novel, for the bookstore. I've also organized my novel Pinterest board so that it would have categories, which is something that I've never really put effort into before, but I've organized the entire board into categories so I know where to find every single pin that's in my board, which is really helpful. And I've also made character aesthetics, which you can find on my Twitter. It's my pinned tweet. My Twitter is always linked down below, so if you want to see my character aesthetics, any aesthetics that I've made for my book, they will be on that pinned tweet thread, so you guys can go check those out and let me know what you guys think of them. I really love them. I'm obsessed. So that's that. Yeah, so I'm just really excited to work on this book. Like I said, we're a couple days out from Camp Nano, and I'm just feeling so excited about this project and to rewrite it. And it's the book of my heart. I've never rewritten a book before. I've never really edited a book before because I've never cared enough to continue on with my past 2 projects. But this one I care about with my whole heart and soul. It's the book of my heart. I love it to death. I love these characters, and I don't want to stop working on them, and I just miss them so much. And in March I was sick for about 2 weeks. I'm still dealing with a cough that just won't go away, and then I had something happen within my family that was really hard, that took up again like 2 weeks of our lives, and we're still dealing with it. So March was a crazy month and it didn't go as planned, but that's life. But I really missed writing in that period of time, and so I'm just really excited to jump back into physically writing this book next month and to just giving it all that I've got, and I'm just really excited. So I'm gonna head on over to Twitter and answer some of your guys' writing questions. So the first question is from Emma. She asked a couple of questions. The first one is, what made you want to write Reasons Why Not To? What made me want to write Reasons Why Not To is, one, I wanted to work on a new book, a new contemporary, and this one just kind of happened to fall into my lap. Second, I love reading books about book lovers and about fandoms and about fangirls, and that has anxiety representation, and so all of that is in my book, and it's the perfect book that I'd want to read, and all of that aspects, and I'm really excited about it. So those are kind of the reasons why, reasons why I wanted to write this book. I'm such a nerd. But yeah, I love this book with my whole heart, and I just really wanted to write a book that had all of the elements of contemporaries that I love. Cute romances, anxiety representation, friendships, and booktube, and book everything. I'm really excited. Okay, her next question is, what types of scenes do you like to write? Like fight scenes, heartbreaking scenes, funny scenes, or other type of scenes? Okay, so I tend to like to write sad scenes because I find them easier to write than everything else. So Lily from A Weird Flower, who asked quite a few questions on Twitter, so she said, out of all the books you've written, which is 3 to catch you guys up, it's Lost Girl, Rewind, and then Reasons Why Not To. She says, is Reasons Why Not To the one you think may be your debut book? I hope so. It's the one that I'm trying to pursue publication with. I never plan on publishing Lost Girl. That book is dead to me. I don't like it at all. That one can go away. Rewind is one that I want to return to in the future. I just don't quite know what to do with it yet. But Reasons Why Not To, I think, would be the perfect debut novel for me. And I really want to publish it. It's my ultimate dream in life at the moment. So here's to hoping that I can query and get an agent and hopefully get a book deal for this book at some point in the future. So yes, Reasons Why Not To is the one that I would love to be my debut book. They also asked, what are your plans for Camp NaNoWriMo? Will there be vlogs? So I've already talked about my plans for Camp NaNoWriMo in this video. Will there be vlogs? I vlog monthly, so there won't be weekly vlogs, but there will be an accumulative monthly vlog, just like any other writing vlog that I do. So yes, there will be a vlog. But Allie from Allie M Books asked, where's your favorite place to write? I love to write in many places. I like to write in the room next to my room. We call it the scrapbook room because it's technically my mom's room where she does all of her scrapbooking. But I have a half of the room where I do my writing at my desk because I no longer have a desk in my room. The sacrifices we make for our bookshelves. Anyways, so I write in there a lot, but I do enjoy writing in the kitchen. I don't know why, but I just like writing at the kitchen table. But my favorite place to write now is outside. We got these new lawn chairs last year that are really big and roomy, and I love sitting there out in the sun and writing. But it's not quite warm enough yet to be writing outside. It's getting there, so hopefully soon. But if you watch like writing vlogs from last summer, I wrote outside quite a bit, so that is currently my favorite place to write. Alyssa asked, what's your favorite part of the writing process? I feel like it changes. Whatever I'm currently working on is what I wish I wasn't working on. So if I'm drafting, I wish to be revising. If I'm revising, I wish to be drafting. If I'm outlining, I wish to be doing anything but outlining. So I never really enjoy what I'm doing when I'm doing it, but I would say that I like drafting if it's going well. Like on my best writing day, I like drafting. Okay, so Joy from Joy_reads3, she said, what are 3 things that you need to write? My writing playlist, for sure, my laptop, and my notebook. So Adrienne, I'm so sorry. Now I'm going to try to find a song from my writing playlist that I can play for you guys.
Shit a lesson. Oh, I try my best just to be social. I'll make all these plans with friends and hope they call and cancel. Then I overthink about the things I'm missing. Now I'm wishing I was with them. Feel like I'm always apologizing for feeling like I'm out of my mind when I'm doing just fine. My exes will say that I'm hard to deal with, and I admit it. Yeah, but all my friends, they don't know what it's like, what it's like. They don't understand why I can't sleep through the night. I was told that I could take something to fix it, then I wish it was that simple. All my friends, they don't know what it's like, what it's like.
Thank you guys for watching this writing update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a huge thumbs up for me. I'd really appreciate it. Also, comment down below if you guys are participating in Camp NaNoWriMo and what you're going to be working on. I'd really love to know. Subscribe if you have not yet already. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!